Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. And today I'll be reading A Katsuki Reader by H2 Bakugou on Tumblr. So let's get into it. It started off as a simple request. Would you help me with quadratics in the library this evening? You're honestly shocked that Todoroki was asking for your help, but considering your current romantic status dating, you would assume you had the best of the best. Wait, can't you be considered yourself? And a part of you really wondered if Todoroki did not want to ask Katsuki himself, though he doubted Todoroki's masculinity was that fragile. But nonetheless, he had met up with Todoroki in the library about 2 hours before it closed, and they were honestly surprised how much he had in common with him, noticing the same mistakes Katsuki had pointed out when he'd helped you. And you enjoyed hanging out with him. He just needed to be out of the shell that he seemed to be in. And after, you ended up eating lunch with him a few times, still making sure to occupy your spot beside Katsuki at his table too. And for a few times, it was fine, until it wasn't. They were sitting with Todoroki again, on the common room couch this time. It was about 6 in the evening, and surprisingly, it was just the two of you out there. As far as it heard, there was a gaming tournament in Kaminari's room, and half the class was piled in there, watching Asui whip Kirishima's ass at Smash Bros. However, you and Todoroki had opted to sit this one out, preparing to study on the comfy couches instead of the hard library chairs. Katsuki had come down to get a drink, since Kaminari's mini fridge had been raided twice that night, leaving it completely empty. And when he spotted you, shoulder to shoulder with Todoroki, giggling about something, he couldn't help but get a little angry. "What are you two doing?" he huffed, walking over to you to make sure nothing was happening. "Oh, Katsu, I'm just helping Todoroki with some of the stuff we covered in class this week. He'd helped me on it, so I've been helping him." They were lying, and if he had asked you there if there was something else going on between you two, you would have honestly felt awkward for Todoroki. He didn't have any feelings or other intentions for the boy besides just helping him and being his friend. "Right. Good night," he mumbled, trudging off. He frowned as he grabbed his ring and walked away, knowing he'd be going to bed soon. "He seemed upset," Todoroki mentioned quietly. "I'm not sure why. I'll talk to him after we finish. Do you have everything down so far?" The next morning, he didn't get to walk to class with Katsuki like he used to. Instead, he was walking with some girl he recognized from the support class, one he had spoken to when making changes on his costume. Perhaps she was planning on changing something up? Usually he did everything himself, but perhaps he was asking a few more technical questions. But when you walked past the classroom door, it's when you realized he was walking with her to her classroom. Your heart began to ache as you watched his back, confused. He was always in class on time. This was unusual. Still, you went inside and took your seat, glancing at his empty seat. It was probably nothing. He had fallen asleep, so he failed to ask what made him sad, which is why you planned on walking to class with him this morning to talk things out. But that plan had also fallen through. You didn't have a chance to talk to Katsuki until lunch, cornering him with lunch in his hand at the table. "Are you avoiding me?" you asked quietly, trying not to alert the others sitting at the table that something was wrong. "No," he responded. His tone was off. He'd been out for a few days now. What was up with him? What's going on? You're acting weird. You leaned back, glancing at your tray of food. your appetite disappearing from nerves. Nothing. I won't be able to hang out after class. I've got plans. Oh, you replied, your heart was aching even harder. Did he just not care anymore? Could he not see that you were worried about him? However, Katsuki realized this thing he was doing, trying to make you jealous, was only backfiring. You stopped sitting at the table, stopped texting him good morning and good night. Are you ignoring me? He asked, pulling you aside from the group on the after class. I'm trying to give you space. I'm sorry I'm not living up to your standards. You pulled yourself away from him, and he realized what happened. He'd messed up, big time. And later that night, he couldn't sleep. He couldn't stop thinking about you. He had stopped replying to his texts, asking if you were okay. And if you did respond, it was the driest message you'd ever received. And eventually, at 10:30, he got up and marched to your room. You opened the door weakly, tired, and surprised to see Katsuki. We need to talk. He doesn't wait for you to invite him in. He pulls you to your bed, one he's been in a few times, cuddling with you and watching movies. What's going on with you and Todoroki? He asked bluntly. Todoroki? Nothing, he said sleepily, while Katsuki stared at you, silent. Nothing? He repeated. Yes, absolutely nothing. Nothing is happening. I don't like him. We're just friends. All I do is help him study. You yawned, your eyes watering. Did you think I was cheating on you? Or trying to make you jealous? You asked, reaching a hand over to his. No, Katsuki, you know I love you more than anything in the world, right? Aren't you supposed to be the smart one in this relationship? You teased him. I'm sorry for trying to make me jealous? He had caught on after his question. Yeah, I'm sorry. Katsuki, something like that is bothering you. Please just tell me. I really do like you. I don't want anyone else but you. You lean over and kiss his cheek. And now, since you're here, let's cuddle.